Happy Friday, everybody. By popular demand, I am going to be cooking up some protein pancakes today, pumpkin to be exact. And even though it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon here, I think I can probably get one of my kids to taste them for us and let you know how they are. I'm going to warn you, I have not tried this recipe yet, but a fellow competitor of mine, Natalie Stern, has been so gracious to post this recipe, and it looks kind of similar to what I've done in the past. So I'm going to go ahead and make them live for the first time, and hopefully they're going to be really yummy. I did do the nutritional facts on here, and according to Natalie, this makes 2 medium-sized pancakes. We'll see how medium they really are. And there's 221 calories and 27.1 grams of protein. So a lot of protein in here. Looks like it's going to be a great breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So really, anytime these looks like they could fit into your day. Quickly, I'm going to go over the ingredients before I pop them in the pan here. We've got 1/3 cup of egg whites, 1/3 cup of oats, 1/3 cup of pumpkin, 1/2 scoop of protein, a little bit of vanilla, cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and as much artificial sweetener as your sweet tooth likes. What we do to top off the pancakes is I do use a sugar-free syrup, and the syrup has, in 1/4 cup, it has 35 calories. And 10 grams of sorbitol, so I guess that's the artificial sweetener that's in here. Other things that you can put on top is any type of fresh fruit, if your diet allows fresh fruit. I like the sugar-free jelly with a little bit of the spray butter, so you can be a little bit creative here. So I have mixed all the ingredients together. I put it in a blender, mixed it up. I did add a little bit of water because I thought that it was a little bit too thick, so the pancakes will be a little bit thinner. I'm going to give you a little hint about the protein powder that I like to use. It's by species, it's isolized. I don't necessarily endorse the product, but the reason that I like it is that it's isolized, and what that means is that the lactose is taken out of it, so you're not getting, if you're allergic to milk, you're not getting any of the lactose in here. You're not getting any of the lactose sugars either. So for a scoop of this particular protein powder is 110 calories, 0 sugar, and 27 whopping grams of protein. So for little calories, you're getting a ton of protein in this. So again, for this particular recipe, it only called for 1/2 scoop. So I'm just going to give the blender just a whirl just to remix these again. Turn up the stove. I did already pre-spray my pan. So pardon the noise. I'll tell you, it smells so good. Can you smell it? It does. It smells delicious. So I'm going to try to move the camera over here so you can see the pancakes cooking. I'm going to do just one at a time. I just want to see how they cook up. They really do smell good. So while that's cooking, I'll give it a couple minutes on each side. I do want to tell you that today is really exciting because I just saw my trainer last night. He did all my body fat measurements and everything, and yes, I'm definitely off season. I'm definitely a lot bigger than I normally am. Well, no, I guess on season is when I'm smaller than I normally am. So this is probably fairly average weight for me. I am about 150 pounds right now. The next 4 weeks I'm on a pre-prep diet. So what that means is my trainer is getting ready to get me ready for contest prep diet. So the next 4 weeks is cleaning it out, back to my six meals a day, making sure I'm getting all my water, about a gallon of water, and just really cleaning everything up and getting my body ready. Changed up my workouts a lot, and I'll share that with you. So I'll start seeing my weight go down a little bit, getting more muscle still. Hopping on the cardio machines 5 days a week for about 40 minutes, steady state on the elliptical. I have one at home, so I do that in the mornings, and that really gets me pumped for the day. So 5 days of cardio, 5 days of weight training. That's going to be my schedule for the next 4 weeks. I'll keep you posted. As I start getting some progress, I'll wear less and less clothes on YouTube so you guys can see the muscles develop and see me lean down. It's always really exciting. I get really excited for contest prep. I'm even more excited this year because I'm going in 10 pounds less than I did last year. So I'm still prepping for the same amount of time. So maybe that means I'm going to come in leaner, more conditioned, tighter. That's all good stuff. So pancakes cooking looks really good. I'm going to let you see. It's browned up really nice. Looks just like a real pancake. So another, questions that I've been getting, and I was so surprised, for, a lot of people, a couple hundred viewers isn't a lot, but for me, I was surprised that, I even got 10. And lots of questions coming in my inbox, and it's exciting that people find what I'm doing motivational, and the fact that I can help somebody maybe overcome a plateau or overcome some emotional issue is just so fulfilling to me that I'm pleased to keep them coming. I love it. So a couple of questions that I have gotten is all about weight loss and cardio. How much cardio should I do to lose weight? And that really is kind of subjective. So let me just take this off, and I'm going to hopefully answer some of your questions. Just going to spray the pan real quick again. I hear my dogs running towards the pan. I think they think they're going to get some of this, and maybe I'll give them a little treat, because pumpkin's really good for dogs too. So I've heard. So, cardio. There's a few different ways to accomplish cardio. Obviously, you can go take a walk, you can get on a treadmill, you can get on an elliptical. You can do high-intensity interval training. You can do long distance, you can do short distance. And they all have different benefits. And it really depends on if you're training for something specific. Maybe you're training for a marathon, or maybe you just want to lose a couple of pounds. If you're looking to do cardio to spot reduce, that's not going to happen. You really can't spot reduce, but by weight training you can resculpt your body, and I'm proof of that. So if you are looking to tone up certain areas of your body, don't look to cardio to do that. So let me talk to you a little bit about cardio. My body specifically reacts best to 30 to 40 minutes of moderate intensity cardio activity. So what that means is I keep my heart rate between 130 and 40 for 40 minutes. I particularly burn more fat doing that. Some people respond best to fat burning doing interval training, and what that is you push your body to an extreme, meaning you're at about 100%, 95 to 100% of your heart rate capacity. And there's a formula, and I don't have that off the top of my head, but there's a formula. It's like 220 minus your age times 80%, something like that is your maximum heart rate. And you keep it up there for about a minute, and then basically you bring it down by, if you were sprinting, you would start to walk. You would do that for a period of about 20 minutes. It's about all your body can sustain. And there's a lot of people who think that you lose the most fat that way because your body goes after those glycogen stores for that short period of sprint time. And then when you bring your heart rate back down, it gives time for all the fat cells in your body to go back and fill up those glycogen stores again. Then you sprint and you're burning them off. So that's the theory behind that. I don't know whether it works. It doesn't work great for me. For me, personally, I think that I burn muscle when I do that. So everybody's different. Another school of thought is, running for long distances for a long period of time. I am not a proponent of that. Again, that's for me because I like to maintain my muscle. I don't eat a lot of carbohydrates that runners generally do need to. I know that there are weight loss surgical patients out there who run marathons that don't eat a lot of carbs. What I feel happens in that case, if you're running long distances and you don't have carbohydrates in your body to fuel the long distance running, is that, well, your body, it has to find the energy somewhere, right? And what's going to happen? And this pancake's done and it looks really good. Yummy, yummy. So your body's got to find the energy somewhere, right? So if your heart rate's high, you've burnt up all your glycogen, there's a good chance next place your body's going to look for energy is your muscle. Because your body really doesn't like to keep muscle around. There's really no need for muscle. So what I'm afraid happens with long distance runners, and you can kind of tell by their body because they're very thin, they're not very muscular, maybe their legs are. So as you're running, you're burning off a lot of muscle for your energy. And what happens is when you've burned your muscle away to perform cardio, is that your metabolism drops a little bit. So for every pound less muscle mass that you have, your caloric needs have dropped. So say you needed 2,000 calories to survive every day, just to make your body be able to, just to eat, sleep, do the normal thing. You needed 2,000 calories. And now you started to run, and you started to run for an hour a day, and you burned 600 calories. You keep going for a week or so, and all of a sudden you've burnt 3,000 calories, and that's equal to a pound, so you've lost a pound. What I think happens in this case is that that pound that you lost, maybe half of it's fat, and the other half pound is muscle. So now the next week that you go and think that you need 2,000 calories to sustain your daily life, you may now only need 1,999. Okay, but you're still eating 2,000. And now you've done the same amount of running that you did the week before. And eventually, if you do the math over the course of time, you're going to stop losing weight, and that's the plateau. And very similar, if you have dieted up and down, you drastically reduce your calories and you continually increase your cardio until you're like, this cardio crazed person that's trying to survive on 500 calories a day. Eventually, your body will stop losing weight because you're burning away your muscle and your metabolism continues to drop. So as I said, when your metabolism drops, your daily caloric needs also drop. So when people don't realize that, they continue to eat the same amount of calories, okay? And they don't realize the reason why they're not losing weight is because they've lost some muscle mass. So what I suggest, if you guys love to run long distances or walk long distances for hours at a time, start incorporating some strength training into your routine. Make sure you build that muscle mass back up, and always make sure that you do have adequate amount of protein in your diet to keep your muscle mass. Have your amino acids. Make sure you do your strength training, and then the effects to long distance, long term, your cardio won't be so drastic. So that's my thoughts, my school of thought. It's mostly is what is working for me, works for a lot of people, but there's going to be some people out there who say, you know what, I have run 5 miles a day for my whole life, and I'm happy the way I look, and that's fine. But if you're really trying to lose weight, right from the get-go, if you start running, I have a feeling it's going to have a negative impact on your weight loss long term. So I would not suggest that to start. So I'm going to I don't see really anybody around or hear anybody around that wants to taste these pancakes, so I think I'm going to just taste them myself. And maybe one of the dogs will want some. I did put some of the sugar-free syrup on it. Texture is good. I think they're very good. They don't taste exactly like Aunt Jemima, but pretty darn close. Let me see. Let's see if one of the dogs wants a bite. Come here, pups. Who wants to bite a pancake? Of course, my lab is right here waiting. Here you go, Ray. What do you think?